Hi everyone, this is a quick tutorial on C. Last tutorial we covered some of the actual variables and how we declare them. However, there are some rules involved when it comes to declaring variables, and that's not only applies in C, applies in Java, Python, and all other programming high-level languages. Now, we talked about integer, float, and char last lesson as a character. So today I'm just going to explain for you some of the rules and I'll show you the example. So rules for defining variables. A variable can have an alphabet, digits, and underscore. A variable name can start with the alphabet and underscore only. It cannot start with a number. No white spaces is allowed within the variable name. That's why sometimes we use underscore. If you remember from previous tutorial, I put my num1 or my number, one word. But if you want to split it, then you have to use underscore, space, still count. A variable name must not be an reserved word or keyword. It basically means you can't say int. So I'm not declaring int as int. So you have to make sure you declare int as, for example, int1 or int2 or digit1, digit2, just the same as float and string, unless you sort of make changes to it. So if I go to one compiler, if you remember from last lesson, so here it goes to C. So as you can see here, so if, for example, I decided to declare, so if I go int, then num, okay, you can see here I'm declaring number equal, for example, 5, okay. And then here if I go print, this is a digit, so here number, yeah, so here if I run it, the output, as you can see, it's 5. But if I declare it as int, and here I go int, it's not going to work. It's going to give me an error straight away. As you can see here. If I go int1, then this should be okay. Or I could just put underscore. But if I put space, that again is going to give me error. So that's why space does count. Make sure, just like 0 is not nothing. Yeah. As you can see here, it worked. So there's also libraries I need to talk about with you. There's a library we have, it's called stdlib. Okay, the standard library of C programming language. We use it to declare utilities function for type conversion, memory allocation, algorithms, and other similar use. And also we have another library. It's called string-h, which is a function we use it to handle manipulation and also use it for other memory handling operations. So rather than we kind of create a class for it and then pull this class from a global and then import it into the actual class, then we need to make sure that it's done already for us and I could just, use it, and that will save me a lot of time. Also, we have this symbol or syntax means insert the first argument with the string. D, we use it with a digit, and also we have the float. We call it floating point format specifier. These specifier are the most common use in C language. D, we use it for decimal integer format specifier, and C, we use it for the actual character format specifier, and F for float point format specifier. So if we go this example here, as you can see, okay, in this example here, I've declared int my num as 15, float 5.99, and character my letter D. So if I go take this here due to time, so I'm just going to copy and paste. Here we go. And if I run it straight away, it's going to give me my num as 5, 15, my float number 5.9, and my letter as D.